Good evening, everybody. This is episode 6 of the Clean Hamster podcast. I'm back, bitch. What is good? How's everyone doing? And if you're answering me right now, like out loud, if you're listening to this in your headphones, LOL. That's fucking funny. That's really funny. I'm good. How are you? And I just keep talking because it's pre-recorded. This is pre-recorded. Okay, so this is episode 6. I want to talk about a bunch of stuff. I had a good week. Halloween was very fun. I dressed up as Michael Myers because I've had a Michael Myers mask for a really long time. Everyone knows that. There's one thing you know about me. I've had a Michael Myers mask since 2006 because I was a little psychopath. I liked Michael Myers a lot. I liked Halloween movies a lot. And I was like 11. And my mom was like, what the fuck? And I used to watch the first Halloween movie on DVD while wearing the Michael Myers mask in the basement. My mom would come downstairs and she'd be like, Dean, dinner. And I'd turn around wearing that white mask going, I'm watching Halloween. And she'd be like, Jesus Christ, you better be fucking normal in a few years. And I was like, well, I don't know. But I had a weird fascination with that character. I don't know. Holy shit. And we're going now. Here we go. I saw the new Halloween movie. I went back to my psycho roots. I saw it. I saw a nice little afternoon matinee. I went by myself 2 days ago to go see the new Halloween movie in the theater at 2:45 p.m. I got my popcorn. Okay. Side note, little throwaway. By the way, go to the movies by yourself once a month for sure. It's nice. It's therapeutic in a way. It's really fun. It's so interesting just to do because like you know when you're with people, whether you're on a date or you're with a group of friends or something like that, and getting snacks is like a little stressful, and in the back of your mind you're like, why is this fucking, it's just food, why am I stressed? And then when you get into the theater, when you look up amongst all the seats, you're like, oh, where are we gonna sit? And then that's stressful for a second, and you're like, what the fuck, this is relaxing, I'm seeing a movie, why am I stressed out? The minute that you go to the movies by yourself, you're like, this is the easiest, most relaxing experience, because you're by yourself, you're on your own time, you can do anything, you know what I mean? You're not with anybody, you're not with any groups of friends where you're like, hey, what time are you gonna be there? I don't want to fucking miss the previews. You can get there an hour and a half early and jerk off in the fucking theater if you want to, because it's easy as shit. You go up there and you go, I'll have a combo number 3, please, whatever that is. Or you could just be like, hey, I'll have a large popcorn, a large drink, and give me a peanut M&Ms. That's my order, by the way. I get large popcorn with butter. Actually, I add butter for $1 extra for sure. I'm rich. And then I get a large fountain drink, obviously. And then I get peanut M&Ms for sure. That's my order. And then when I go to the thing to get my pop and my soda, they have a lot of different ones. They have like those vending machines where there's so many different flavors of different brands. So I clicked the Barks the Barks cream soda one. Barks has peach cream soda. It was the most delicious drink I've ever had in my life. It was amazing. I had the best time. And then I got a seat in the middle of the theater, in the fucking middle row. I went up to the middle and went right in the middle of the middle row. It was amazing. And then I watched the new Halloween movie, which was very good. I loved it. The first half, there's a lot of off-screen deaths, but you can kind of see the aftermath of them. So you're like, oh shit, Michael Myers is the real fucking deal. And it's interesting because he's also old in this movie. He's like 62 in this movie. But he's still just superhuman. He doesn't speak. It's fucked up. He finds the mask. And then the last half of the movie, very violent. Like, he has some gruesome fucking kills. It's pretty good. It was really, really entertaining and super intense, and it was cool. I love going to the movies by myself. I saw all the new Star Wars movies by myself in the theaters. I cried during a couple of them, man. I loved it. Finished all my popcorn, down all my drink, ate all the M&Ms. I'm full, feeling good. And then I'm on the bus ride home, just thinking about the movie, just like doing my own little synopsis. I love doing that. Anyway, the fuck was I just talking about? Damn it, I lost my train of thought, didn't I? Halloween. I was talking about fucking Halloween or some shit like that. Damn it. Well, I forgot what I was fucking talking about. Anyway, that's what I did. That's what I did this week. It was really fun. I had a great week. I saw a movie by myself. I went out a couple times with some friends. I went to a little staff party and had a little fun time with a girl, and that was cool. That was interesting. And then, man, fuck, I'm pissed off that I forgot that what I was talking about. Because during that story, I was like, nah, you'll get it back. You'll have whatever. Anyway, I'm sure it couldn't have been that important. But I was thinking about some new stuff to talk to you guys about. I was thinking about some other funny childhood things. And me and my mom were talking on the phone recently, and I brought up something that she had forgot about. Now, this is really interesting. When you first see, if anyone remembers their first time, like, watching their parents defend them towards another adult, this is the first time it ever happened to me. So I was being babysat by a family friend. This woman would look after me and my brother like 2 days a week after school, because I don't know. Anyway. One day after school, it'd be me and my brother Jake and her two nightmare daughters. And so I was playing with my brother in one of the bedrooms, and I called him stupid. I was like, I probably said, because I was 6, I was probably like, you're a stupid, because I didn't know how to speak. And my brother, being the fucking bitch ass that he was back in the day, he was like, Dean called me stupid. Dean, you can't say that. Dean called me stupid. And I remember just being like, shut the fuck up, you little tattletale bitch. But I didn't know how to say that. So I was like, and cried instead. And so then the woman that was taking care of us, our babysitter, who was a mother, right? She was like 59 and fucking enormous. And she grabbed me by the arm, like went, come here, and just grabbed me by my forearm. Took me into the washroom, got a big ivory bar of soap, and just shoved it in my mouth, in and out, 3 or 4 times, washed my mouth out with soap, very aggressively. And then I shut up for maybe 6 days. And when I got in the car later that afternoon, I was only there for about like half an hour after that until my mom picked us up. It was like 4:30. As soon as I got in the car, my brother got in the front seat, I got in the back seat. And as soon as my mom like asked like how it was, I started crying. I was just like, she was like, how was it? And I just went, right? And then my mom was like, what happened? I was like, she put soap in my mouth. And then my mom went, what the fuck? And then got out of the car. I saw her walk around the front of the car, go up the walkway, bang on the door, and I couldn't really hear anything through the car windows. And I just remember seeing her just like say a few things, like her neck was moving and shit, like her hands were moving a little bit too. She said about like 10 seconds worth of stuff, and then this bitch fucking just slammed the door on my mom, and we never saw that family ever again. It was awesome. She had my back, but I remember thinking while she was up there, like, oh, like, in my head, I was like, no, careful, Mom. You'll get the soap, too. Like, I was like, don't swear at her. Don't say a word that's not even a swear word, or else you'll get soap in the mouth, because I assume they were really religious or something. Like, that's always what every time I met people who thought swearing was so bad, I was like, they must love God. Like, when I was a kid, I was like, oh, they're Christian as shit or something. That's all I know. Yeah, and then we never saw that family again. But my mom had my fucking back, you know? She didn't even ask what I said. She didn't give a shit. She was just like, you're going to touch... My mom turned into a gangster. She was like, you're going to touch my fucking kid? Huh? You going to touch my kid? Hey, come here. You going to touch my fucking kid? I'll give you a fucking piece of my mind, you ugly bitch. Fuck, I'm good at that voice. Hey, listen, she turned into Tony Danza for fucking 25 minutes. She defended my honor. And then we went home and we got treats from the store. Because there's no better thing to dry up a child's tears than a couple of Kit Kats, you know? Hey, little guy, you want to get a couple Kit Kats? Dry up those tears, huh? That'll make you feel better, huh, little guy? And I did. I felt way better because I had some Kit Kats. It and I shot them out of my asshole. It's good to be back in podcast land. Been alone here for a while. I mean, at my home. Been home for a while. Jacob's been out doing whatever. If you guys don't know who Jacob is my roommate. Jacob is in love, and like I said, he's an interesting guy. He loves love so much, you know. He loves it so much that he never comes home and he only stays at his girlfriend's house, which I get it, but come home, you know? Anyway, I've talked about that enough. I talked about that in episode 2, but hey, I'm happy for the guy, right? Just come home sometime, you know? Hang out with your buddy. But like I said, when he comes home to shit and do laundry, and then he goes, bye, for 6 days. But, yeah. Anyway, fuck. On the topic of like religious families, I want to know, well, fuck, I do want to know like who listens to this, and I do want to know like, sometimes it's interesting when some of my friends have texted me being like, yo dude, like totally true what you said in episode 3 about fucking acne in the winter. My buddy Cam texted me saying that, and I was like, thank you buddy, like that I love the feedback being like, dude, agreed, you know what I mean? I love that. That's the shit. So I want to know like, because I had there was a family that I loved hanging out with when I was younger, a grade 5 to grade 8. I'm not going to name them because it doesn't really matter, but like they existed. This would be a ridiculous lie if it was, but it's not a lie. This is real, but I don't need to name their names. And they were very religious, and it was the first time I ever experienced like a very Christian family. You know what I mean? And me being the little half Jew fucking bitch ass piece of shit that I was, you know, I'd eventually, after I befriended the kid, I would go to his house, whatever, and like I said, it was the first time I ever went to their place. And by the way, grade 5 me is a fucking chatterbox, you know? There's gonna be some slip-ups in my language in front of adults and younger siblings of my friend. By the way, every religious family has more than 4 kids. I don't understand why. They're all like, more, we need more. We love God so much, we need a bunch of us. And a family dog, a big fucking Labrador. I said laboratory. A big brown or gold lab or whatever the fuck, just to be like, and they're like, oh, come here, boy. And then there's the youngest one, the second youngest one, the middle one who's the most normal, and then the older one who's kind of like, you can tell he's going to get out of the religion first, you know? Because he's been in the fucking family the longest. You could tell the minute he's 18, he's going to be like, fuck God. Happy 18th birthday! Fuck God! Immediately disowned. Anyway, oh wow, holy shit. Anyway, this family that I liked hanging out with them. They were fun. Like me and the one kid had a lot in common. We liked playing baseball. We liked playing basketball. We really liked music. We would jam out together. I would play drums. He'd play guitar. I'd play guitar. He'd play drums. Like we figured out how to jam. It was really fun. But like, you know, the first time I ever went over and I got to stay for dinner or something like that, I just said the phrase, oh my God. And I'm not even kidding. The 2 younger brothers of my friend went, at the dinner table. They're like, and I was like, what? Chill. And then like the mom was like, we say gosh. And I was like, oh, okay. Why? And then they're like, because we don't take the Lord's name in vain in this house. I'm sorry. Like, you know, we should have, it's not your fault. Like, you didn't know. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, but these kids both, and then the way that these 2 the little brothers of my friend, the way they were looking at me for the rest of the dinner, like I was Satan. They're like, he's the Antichrist. He's the Antichrist. All I said was, oh my God. And they were like, oh, you have to replace the D and put an SH. You know? They were so like, it was very strange. And I remember I told my dad about that when I got home later, and he was like, that's fucking retarded. He probably said, he's like, that's fucking retarded. But no, I shouldn't say that word. But that's what my dad said. And it was 2005 when no one cared. Everyone said whatever the fuck they wanted. But Yeah, they did that all the time. And then, like, oh, man, I remember, like, one time my dad, oh, shit, I remember this. He, they like after I became friends with this one kid, I would hang out with them a lot. That eventually our families started to get closer. Like, you know, they became legitimate family friends, and like, you know, they'd come over to our place for a barbecue, vice versa. And I was always so scared because my dad did, like, he'd swear, you know what I mean, like not too much, like, you know, in front of company he wouldn't do it, but he's 55. He would let shit slip, and I was scared. I was like so already pre-embarrassed for the moment that he would swear in front of this family, and they would, and like, oh, and like those little brothers that reacted to me how they would react to my dad. Like, my dad would probably say the word ass or shit. Maybe he'd let a fuck slip out. I don't know, but one time he did. He said ass, and then they went, oh, no! Like, they freaked out. They're like, boo! And like I remember seeing like the parents like give each other a look really quick, and I was like, even in my head, and I was in like grade 6, I was like, chill, it's fine. But they didn't think so. They were like, no, you don't swear. You never swear. You say things like gosh and darn, and instead, oh, and they would either say, oh my gosh, or oh my goodness. They would say, oh my, and they wouldn't say thank God. They would say thank heaven. They'd be like, oh, thank heavens. And I'd be like, all right. It's just so weird. They did not tolerate any of that. But then they would watch movies with swearing in them. One time I asked, oh my God, I feel like I knew what I was, this is so funny. I'm remembering so much shit about this family. I hope they're well too. They were very good to me. I liked them a lot. They were so nice. They had my back. You know what I mean? They were cool. Actually, wait. One time, this kid's mom made him delete me off MSN because one of I don't know, like, there might have been like a swear word in like my personal message or like my username or some I don't know, something like that for like a second. I was in grade 6, you know. And then he told me at school the next day. He was like, my mom made me delete MSN because your name had swears in it. He said swears. It was really good. And I was like, what? Tell your mom to fucking... Never mind. She's cool. She's nice. She was always cool. Anywho. Fuck. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, man. That got me thinking, too. Old, like, family parties, family gatherings, you know, like, friendly, like, you know, barbecues that we would go to when we were kids and stuff like that. This is no word of a lie. On 2 separate occasions, I hugged a woman who was not my mom, thinking 100% it was my mom. And that before the age of like 5, that happened to me twice. That is the most embarrassing shit ever. That's right up there with calling your teacher mom in class by accident. When you're just like, mommy, oh, and like your fucking buddy's like, you're a bitch, dude. And then, and I like picturing a 2nd grader going, you're a bitch, dude, bitch. And then he would get in trouble for sure if he yelled that out in class. The teacher would go, what'd you just say? Get the fuck out in the hall. And he would go, worth it, still a bitch, Dean. That's not your mom. That's Miss Miles, dude. Anyway, yeah, on 2 separate occasions, I just like went up behind like a blonde lady, hugged her on the ass, cause that's where my head was. She could have farted in my mouth. She could have went, oh shit, I know there was a kid there, and then I would have been like, that's not my mom. That's stranger farts. Anyway, yeah, I would go up to like a blonde lady standing like outside in a backyard because adults look the same. I don't know, man. Like, I just saw like blonde hair and I'd be like, mommy. And then I would go and like hug some bitch, and then she'd be like, oh, who's this little guy? And then I'd go, no. And then my mom, like a few like feet away, would go, Dean, like, did you think that was me? And I would go, ah! And then I would go smash my face on a fucking counter, just being like, idiot! You ruined the party for everybody. I wonder what that's like to a bunch of adults, like adults in like their 40s. Being like, well, we're going to get kind of drunk today, but not too drunk because we all have toddlers. You know? That must be interesting. Also, I wonder what the fuck is like a 45-year-old hangover like? Not a hangover that lasts 45 years. Obviously, no one thought that's what I meant, but a hangover, like, you know, like, imagine the drunkest you've ever got, right? What the fuck is that like in the morning, but when you're 45 years old? That must feel like hell. It must feel like two people are constantly clapping two cymbals together all around your head all day. And like any sort of inconvenience just makes you go, shut up! Shut the fuck up! Fuck! God damn it, I'm hungover! We freak out, but in your 20s, you just swallow it and like own it. You're like, oh, I'll get some water and shit, and I'll feel about whatever. I'll get a Gatorade. Yo, if there's no one drinks a drink faster than a hungover 20-something-year-old, and it's like a Gatorade squeeze bottle. When you just go till the bottle's like paper thin until you like gulp the breath, and then all the air refills the bottle, just goes poof, and you're like, oh, I don't even feel a little bit better, but I don't know, it's fine. That's the best. That's the best. That's how low my standards are. That I think that's the best. That's the best feeling ever, being hungover from damaging your body all night, then chugging a fucking blue Gatorade. Anywho, fuck. I was thinking about this too. This is such a taboo subject. Like I'm gonna shy away from that. I've jerked off everywhere. There it is. I fucking said it. Not recently, okay? But up until the age 18, moderately public masturbation was like nothing to me. And I'm fucking not even kidding. Public washrooms, like not out in the open, chill, like behind a fucking stall door. And by the way, I hope I'm not wrong, but like I know that there's so many other people who have done it, okay? They just will never own up to it because it is fucked. Like, I've been fucking, like, even my buddies are like, that's fucked, dude. Dude, at work, if there's, like, a washroom that's, like, a single washroom with, like, a loud fan and a lock, and, like, I'm 17 or 18, and I'm like, I could get a boner in a second if I think one thought, and then I could finish off the boner in 2 minutes because I'm 17, and this is a single washroom, and, like, I don't know, sometimes you just gotta fucking jerk off. And what made me want to talk about this a little bit. I'm not really gonna go too in depth because it's basically all you need to know. Okay, is that like if I was ever just like by myself and like kind of out in public, I'd be like, man, if there's a bathroom around here, I'm probably like in my head, I'm like, if there's a washroom around here, I'm probably gonna jerk off. That's what's up. Okay. And then I'd do it and I'd turn into a psychopath for a second and just fucking, I don't care. I had to come, whatever. You gotta come sometimes. Yep. That's the way it goes. Sorry, guys. I know people have done it, but they will never own up to it. But at one time in my life, I was like, I hope this doesn't get out of hand, but that's what's up. I used to have an office job where I would like work and I would get so bored and like, you know, when you're bored, you start thinking about everything and I would get myself worked up. I'd get myself all horny and then I would just like go into the washroom, the single washroom. Like, it's not like people would walk in and like I'd be behind a door jerking it. Like, I'd go into a single washroom with a strong lock and a loud fan and I would fucking jerk off because I was just like, I'm bored. And by the way, coming's the only thing that can wake you up or put you to bed. You know what I mean? They're both on that playing field. That's why people have morning sex. It kind of refreshes their day. You're just like, here we go. I got a good come in. Now I can fucking, you know, do my shit. And before bed, if you jerk off, it'll fucking help you pass out. It's just kind of one of those things. Anyway, I still know people are going to listen to this and be like, oh, that guy's... Dean, that's fucked, dude. Dean, that's fucked. Hey, whatever, okay? What inspired me to talk about this was, I don't know if anyone's been watching the show Big Mouth, but Andrew, the way he just, like, jerks off, like, at school and shit. Yeah, that was me. I'm not kidding. I did. In, like, grade 10, at, like, 11:30 in the morning, English class, hey, can I go to the washroom? Because I know no one's in the bathroom. I know no one's in the first floor bathroom. I'd go middle stall, get a quick one in, like a really quick one, just in case someone walked in. Really quick one, jizz, go back to fucking class. It's like I was taking a shit. Like, that's how long it took. That was me. Like, in that, like, when I saw the first season of Big Mouth and Andrew was like, I'm just going to go to the bathroom and jerk off, I was like, yep, that was me. Straight up. No shame. Fucking, I was, like, so horny when I was fucking in grade 9, 10, 11, 12, to now. But now I can control it. Now it feels good because, like, I don't do, like, I haven't jerked off in a bathroom in, like, a really long time because I know I have my own house. You know what I mean? I don't have to, like, hide from and my, you know, like, my door has, like, a lock on it and shit. Like, Jacob's never fucking home. Like, I could stop this podcast right now, lay on my couch, and rub my fucking dick. That's what's up. I can do it. But back in the day, back when I was in my teens, you know, I'd be like, fuck, is my dad home? Is my stepmom home? Like, she sucks so much, you know what I mean? He's probably going to want me to do some bullshit, like help him get fucking groceries out of the car when all I want to do is just fucking lay in my room and cuddle my cock. Like, that's what's up. And now, like, I don't do the fucking, I can wait. Now I can push it down and be like, wait till you get home, buddy. It'll be worth it then, you know? Then you can, then you can really release. Oh, holy shit. Okay, dude. That's so fun. All right, this episode's going to be different because I'm going to wrap it up, by the way, because I think we can end on that note. But we're actually going to end on this note here. My very best friend, Jake Barnes, a guy who I've had a band with. By the way, bandwidth, that's another word. No, like, I had a band, like, I was in a band with him. Fucking holy shit. For like 5 minutes, we had a band. We played one show. We were called the Chocolate Milk Club, and we played out a show at this place called the Painted Lady in Toronto, and we did some song covers, and people seemed to like it and stuff like that. But he's a very good producer. He makes his own music. He's really talented, and he made me an intro song and an outro song. And if you notice at the beginning of this episode, that's Jake Barnes. That's my producer. That's the music producer. The other producer, Maxine, who hasn't been here since fucking episode 1. Where are you? She's still my producer. Even though she doesn't do anything, that's her title. Anyway, I got 2 producers. So, big shout out to Jake Barnes. You're the man. I love you, buddy. Thank you for fucking creating something, because that's what it's all about. Keep creating content. Keep showing everyone what you can do. And because what you can do is amazing. Thank you very much for listening to this episode. My name is Dean Hebsher, and I hope you have a good day, a good night, and a good life. I love everybody.